bottoms up. Oh, man. Wow. Good Lord. Icing on the cake, that is right there. What's going on, everybody? My name is... Hey, go lay down. Go. Go. Oh, Archie was just licking my finger. Anyway, my name is John Serwin, and this is my kitchen. Welcome. Today, I'm going to show you how I made this homemade patty melt. Another diner classic done right. Simple ingredients, done the right way. Simple techniques, executed, and turns out delicious. I'm going to show you the techniques and how it's done. Coming up. Stay tuned. For our patty melt, we are going to take 2 onions and slice them up. What I like to call these are half moons. So we slice them up. I just call them half moons. We're going to make up a little burger sauce, or Russian dressing. Thousand Island dressing is what I was always told it was growing up, for our patty melt. I have remnants of homemade mayonnaise, about 1/4 cup here. I'll link it in the description if you guys want to make your own, or just, you know, whatever store-bought one you want to go with. So yeah, about 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, a tablespoon of ketchup. Since I have it on hand, a tablespoon, or really about 2 teaspoons of some Dijon mustard. Start giving this a mix up here. You could use yellow mustard, whatever kind of mustard you have. I just have Dijon on hand, so I figured why not use that. I have some onion here that I'm going to mince very fine, and about a tablespoon's worth of bread and butter pickles. Right on in, and now rough chop on these bread and butter pickles here. If you have relish, go with relish. But when you have homemade bread and butter pickles, why not use those? I'm trying to be smart and not scrape my knife, so I'm just using my hand to scrape down. All right, give this a mix up. Last but not least, find the smallest clove of garlic you have. Mince it right on in. Let's check this out for seasoning. Oh yeah. Put this in the fridge and let it sit until we're ready to serve our patty melt. Over at our stovetop, we're going to bring our 12-inch skillet, grab about 1 tablespoon of butter, get it on to medium heat, and we'll start sauteing up our onions. Let that butter melt down, and we'll add our onions. Now that our butter's all melted down, in go the 2 onions. Nice 4-finger pinch of kosher salt. We're going to let these cook on down, caramelize on down. Should take about 10 to 15 minutes. Get a nice caramelization on these. We got it on medium. We're going to throw it up to slightly above medium heat. While the onions are cooking down, we're going to go ahead and get our prep work done for our burger. So when I'm making a patty melt, I like to make this into like the shape of the bread. Here, let me go ahead and I'm going to deglove on this one. We'll reapply, but here, this is the shape of my rye bread, and I'm going to go ahead and shape this thing roughly into the shape of that so it fills it all up. And I'm going to make it a little bit larger because it will shrink up. So let's see. Pretty good. What I have in here is my simple seasoning blend of 2 parts pepper, 1 part garlic, 1 part salt. I'm just going to season that side for now, and then we're going to cook this side down first. So I'm going to take it and flip it off the foil. Then I'll season the other side. But why I do 2 parts black pepper, 1 part salt, 1 part garlic, you'll get plenty of pepper on there and garlic without over-salting. Now we're going to take our rye bread. These are the 2 outside pieces, and we are just going to butter them up corner to corner. I have a butter belt and an offset spatula. You could use just a butter knife if you want. I'm a big fan corner to corner, though. That's one thing I learned. In my opinion, it's a small little detail that makes a big difference. And you don't have to saturate it crazy with butter, just enough to cover it and get it crisp. So the excess butter I got from there, put it over on here. And there we are. Nice edge-to-edge buttering. All right, these bad boys are starting to look pretty good to me, so I am actually going to move these into a smaller vessel here and move them to a different burner. I'm going to use this for my burger for the patty melt. Let them coast for a little bit on that simmer burner. We are going to take that oblong burger that we made to fit our rye bread and smack it right on down. We got it on medium heat. Season this side with our salt, pepper, garlic mixture. Remember, always seasoning high. And then if we want to get intimate and we've missed a few spots, that's when we can come in low and hit the few spots that we think we missed. Why don't we be smart and throw our splatter guard on to make the cleanup easier. All right, it's been cooking away for about 5 minutes on this side, and the sweet thing about cast iron is that it basically tells you when the food is ready to flip. It will release itself. And look at that, fantastic. Don't worry about all that stuff on the side there. That'll all come off easily. Cast iron is very easy to clean up. Might look intimidating, but yeah, I would highly suggest using it. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this though for a little grease bubble to come out, because I don't want all of that trapped in my burger. Back on with the splatter guard. While our burger is finishing up, and we'll probably end up flipping it one time, I'm gonna move it off to the side for now and get our bread rocking and rolling on here. I'm doing this because I don't want to clean another pot or pan. Usually I would be using a different part of a griddle, but we're gonna see how this works out. We're gonna put on enough cheese, basically 3 slices of cheese to cover as much bread as we can. Splatter guard back on for now. Hey folks, just wanted to jump on here. Apparently I forgot to film the section where I built the sandwich. It's literally you put grilled onions on there, place the burger on top, close it up, and this is how the cross section looks. And there you have it, folks. Homemade, diner classic patty melt. It's simple ingredients, simple techniques, done the right way. It's grilled cheese, some sauteed onions, a nice burger or chopped steak, as some diners like to call it. I remember when I worked in a short order restaurant that we had a thing called chopped steak, and it was literally just a burger chopped up. But it was good stuff, so can't really complain about it. You know, think of like a roadside diner. You go in there, you go order a patty melt, it's probably going to be good. You really can't screw up a patty melt too much, I don't think, in my opinion. And don't forget, we have that homemade, I like to call it Thousand Island. Some people call it Russian. I go Thousand Island. Well, nothing left to do but give her the old official taste test. So, bottoms up. Oh, man. Wow, good Lord. The very first thing I get is that crisp of that rye bread and a little bit of caraway seed in there. Holy crap. Does that just like set it off to a, you know, you're not eating a burger, you're eating a patty melt. And wow, that's awesome. Man, creaminess of the American cheese, the butteriness, sweetness of the onions, the fattiness of that burger, and that grilled rye bread might possibly be the star of the show, in my opinion. Get yourself a high quality, good rye bread, and that's going to take this over the edge. If you don't like the rye bread, substitute it out for something else, you know? Like I said, this isn't a formula. It's not a strict formula. It's a roadmap. You can sit there and get to the end result however you want. Change out for a turkey burger. Change out onions for shallots, whatever, mushrooms. Sky's the limit. This is just fun to cook and make things for other people and discover what you like and what you like to do. That's really what I'm hoping to convey to everybody out there. It's approachable. Cooking's awesome and it's fulfilling and one of my passions that I can go on. And hey, I started a YouTube cooking channel because I love it so much. I'm gonna grab a spoon because me trying to dip it into that Thousand Island, I think is gonna not end well for me because those onions are gonna come off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get a nice healthy little spoonful on a bite. Bottoms up with the Thousand Island. Oh, wow. Hey, built-in napkin, right? I just reminded myself, anyone ever watch Old School Home Improvement? I reminded myself of Wilson on that one. You know, when he's like, my mouth was full, so I couldn't, anyway, sorry, off on a tangent again. Icing on the cake, that is right there. That's why that Thousand Island or burger sauce or Russian dressing is so good, especially with a patty melt. I'm going to be honest, when I first made this up, I thought I had a little bit too much Dijon in there. That bite of the Dijon cuts through the fattiness of everything going on with the butter, the onions, the cheese, and the beef. Wow, yeah, I'm going to add Dijon to any of the Thousand Islands. Like you know, convenience takes over at times. I don't make everything from scratch all the time. I'm just showing you guys ways to do it. If I buy Thousand Island, I'm going to add Dijon to it for this sandwich because it's phenomenal. And actually, I don't know, should I technically call it a sandwich or not? Is it a sandwich or is it a burger or is it, what would you consider it? Anyway, sorry, going off on a tangent yet again. But I hope you give this a shot. Let me know, are you team patty melt or are you team burger? Are you a fan of patty melts or do you pass over them? I know the rye bread, it could be a turnoff to a lot of people. But yeah, go ahead, comment below. Let me know what you think. I hope you give this a shot. Pretty simple, straightforward, easy techniques to accomplish and handle and do. Yeah. So I hope you guys give this a shot. Let me know if you do. Comment below. Let me know what you want to see next time. So again, thanks for coming by, guys. Always appreciate it. And remember, you're only making food out of ingredients until you sit down and share them with the ones you love. Then it's a meal. All right, guys. Can't thank you enough. Let's keep this train rolling because I'm having a blast and hope you guys are too. So till next time.